After 4 years living in my car, living on the road, I am off the streets. I am off the road. I am living in a hotel, at least for the next 6 nights. I decided to get off the road because today I got my second dose of the COVID vaccine and I was unsure how I would react because I was under the weather for about 5 days after the first shot. So I figured I'd play it safe and get a hotel room, and I'm glad I did. So far, it's been about 3 hours since my second shot, and I actually feel fine. I feel pretty good, better than I did after the first shot. So that's positive, and I'm thankful. But I have enough food I brought in the hotel room, and I have Tylenol and things to bunker down for 6 days. ESP looks cozy, Sam. Yeah, that's the other part of this life feed. Look, car living is over. My days of living in my car are very much numbered. This is what I've been missing to balance my life. Uh, this makes me regret a little bit not going forward with the condo I was looking at. But I just wasn't there. I had my reasons, but this kind of seals the deal. It's just a matter of time before I get off the road. I just have to, now that the vaccine is behind me, and God willing, I react well to it the next couple days, and I know the area I want to live. I'm willing to commit. I'm willing to risk some things. I'm willing to deal with some things. Now I kind of know I'll make it work. Um, Now, will I find a property? Oh, thank you, blessed Aki. Thank you. Suck up that temperature control. Let me tell you something, man. Thank you so much. The air conditioner is blowing at 72 degrees Fahrenheit. I have I'm on a multi-level hotel. I got a window overlooking the skyline, right by the beach. Indoor pool, outdoor pool. It was 85 degrees, or not. It felt like 90 degrees Fahrenheit today in South Florida. And I'm done, guys. I got a king size bed. I'm looking at to my left. I got temperature control. I don't want to go back to the all night gas station. Okay. I spent 4 years sleeping at truck stops, rest areas, parking lots, and it's going to be hard to get me back on the road in 6 days. I don't think I'll find a home base in 6 days. The condo I was looking at is under contract now. Thank you, Fire, too, for that super chat. Thank you, Fire. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Keeping Up a Bree. I want to get to all these comments. I got to share this, though, guys. I got to share. Yeah, Bree, I'm going to be walking around naked tonight. I mean, I didn't even really think about watching porn yet or anything because one is I'm thankful that the second dose of vaccine so far is better. I've reacted better than the first. But I got my Tylenol, Bree, and everyone just in case, and I got enough supplies, food and drink to bunker down for a few days if I need to be. And the hotel's located in a very good area, so I feel very at peace. But this is the balance I've been missing. You can't get this peace in an all-night gas station. You can't get it in an RV park. You can't get it at a campground. Again, I don't want to hurt anyone or tell anyone who's getting ready to hit the road that they're wrong. You're not wrong. But I've been on the road for 4 years. I've accomplished what I needed to, and I've been trying to accept that that life is over. And this kind of puts the nail in the coffin, man. I'm actually in love with the sheetrock walls. Okay. Now I don't have to take care of these walls. Now maybe I'll do a week or 2 weeks at a hotel each month. Now that's expensive. I'm in an expensive hotel. I'm spending $170 a night. It is what it is. So, but like I say, for these 6 nights, at least for these first ones, for my first time in a temperature control stable environment in 4 years, I wasn't gonna get a Motel 6. Because I really taken this time not just to make sure this vaccine goes well, but also to focus on my next chapter, which I've been talking about for the past couple months for those who watch my channel. And my next chapter is putting down roots in Florida. I heard today it was freezing up north in New Jersey. So what does that look like? That looks like a commitment. Now I haven't figured out how that works. It's weird. It's like now that I kind of know, now things aren't available. But maybe that's meant to be. Maybe. But what I want to tell you is, there's a season for everything. Okay. And I have so much closure right now, so much peace that I felt good to be in the supermarket today. It's the first time. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, brother. Forgive me. I know I'm late on these chats. I'm just trying to share what's in my spirit. I'm going to get to all of them. Thank you for the gracious tip, brother. You've been very gracious. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Suitcase. I'm going to read them. I can't wait to read your comments. Thank you, Kathy. You guys have been great to me. You guys have watched my journey, and overall, 90+% of the people who've watched me have been very supportive. Even more than I deserve. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. And, it feels weird not looking over my shoulder at the all-night gas station, man. I tell you, man. Um, yeah, man. Like I said, I feel a high level of peace, man. I haven't felt this in years. And I think I needed to stay at a hotel, not to just go from my car to buying a place. Because if I went from my car and then I spent the first night in a place I owned, I think I would have been worrying about something going wrong. There being a leak, something, is wrong, something broken. Because that's part of the burden of ownership, right? And I think I have to just ease my way back into to where I want to be. And I definitely know that just sitting in here on a comfortable recliner, with a comfortable king size bed, temperature control, stable environment. No one's, there's no people around me. You need this at the end of the day for balance. Now, again, after you spent the time you needed to on the road, again, there's three parts of life. There's survival, there's exploration, and there's building. Um, I'm in the state now where I'm transitioning from exploring and surviving to building. And I'm building a new life in Florida, you know. I'm still keeping enough flexibility again to oversee if, my mom needs me. But I'm living my own life, you have to, and I learned that so much last year with COVID. When I went up to New Jersey for, whatever it was, 6, 8 months, the longest I've been there in years and longest I've been around family in years. I learned that as much as you love family and as much as you have some good memories of where you grew up, you have to go forward with your life. Um, because there was a couple years when I was in Florida and I was like, man, maybe I should be up north. And last year, man, for those who watch my channel, you guys know I wasn't in a good place. My man Fred knows I wasn't in a good place last year in the summer, and not just because of COVID. That was part of it, but it was I need, my life's in Florida. My life is in Florida. My new life, my next chapter. Um, and now that I have this closure, now that I have this peace, I have to focus in on taking the next steps to build, and I will. I'll figure it out. I mean, now that I feel it and I know it, you have to go through the steps, okay, to get where you need to get, and no one can rush you. Um, I have some. It was amazing. Like today, you know, like well, yesterday I put the condo purchase behind me. because some things came up in the inspection and it kind of reminded me of why I left condo life. And then today, I didn't even think my second dose of the vaccine was today. I thought it was Friday, but Publix had called me and they said, "Are you coming in for your second dose?" I said, "I thought it was on Friday." They said, "No, it's today." So I had already had my reservations for the hotel for Friday, so I had to scramble to make sure I could book 2 additional nights, today and tomorrow night. And I could, and then I had to stock the hotel with some food and stuff in case I got sick. And and then when I got the shot, when it was so hot today, but I was in the ocean at the end of the day, got all this stuff done, and I come in this hotel, and I got peace in this room. I'm not in a gas station. I'm not in a RV park. That was another thing. Like, I was debating. I'm debating about spending some time at the RV parks, and it may be an option, but there's not enough privacy. There's not enough privacy. Now, again, condo life or single family home life, nothing is fully private. I, you know. So, and I do still like the fact, even though I'm paying a lot to be here, I like the fact that I'm still kind of renting. I looked at some rentals, but no one calls you back. I mean, it's amazing. I'd be the ideal candidate to rent. Got good credit, got good references, no bad history. But people don't even call you back. But I want to go to all live comments. But for tonight, for the next 6 nights, I'm living in a hotel. First time in 4 years, I'm off the road, and it's behind me. The whole living in a car thing is behind me. I have to keep doing it until I find what the next step is. I'm not going to stay in a hotel 30 days, a month. I'm not going to stay in a crappy hotel. I'd rather stay in my car. Is renting an option? It's an option, but I kind of know where I want to be. I don't. It's good. There's not a lot of inventory. It's like you're ready to settle down, and then all your exes moved on. But something will come up again. Something will come up again. Do I ever regret not being with one of my exes? No, and I'm very thankful for him. Do I ever regret any home base? I haven't so far. I mean, and I learned a lot about the communities that I've been looking at, and that's the positive. Because I take a lot of time to research the HOAs, the neighborhood. I visit at different times at night, during the day, and every neighborhood has its pros and cons. There's no perfect neighborhood. Um, and if you go in a real nice neighborhood, you pay a lot for it. And if you go in a bad neighborhood, it don't matter if it's free; it ain't worth staying. So you're always trying to find that middle ground, okay, where there's going to be some cost, but uh, there's a good community. You buy the community, you don't buy the house or the condo. You buy the community. And I think I found, forgive me, guys, bad internet connection here. Hal, thank you, brother. You try the code. Here is some money for the market, brother. You've been a blessing to me. Thank you, man. I didn't try the code because I didn't go to a Marriott, but love to you, brother. Minimalist, Cora. Hey, Sam, finally caught your live. Thank you, Minimalist. Forgive me for getting late to these super chats. My man, Infinity. Been years since I've in seen you inside live stream. I think this is the first time that I've ever done a live stream from indoors. Um, and my tone is different. I'm not as rambunctious because I got neighbors, but it feels good. It feels so good to be indoors. It feels good after a long day to be back inside and to have a sanctuary. Living on the road, you have maximum freedom. What you don't have is your sanctuary. You know, Now, if you spend most of your life in a house or an apartment, it can become a cage. Big Plan Dan, man. Big Plan Dan. All I could tell you, man, is you've been great to me too. Thank you, Big Plan Dan, for all your wisdom and everything you shared with me. Um, thank you. Thank you, all you guys and girls. You've been so gracious to me. Um, And I hope that, I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. Um, let me read all the comments. Thank you again for all the super chats. It's an emotional thing, man. I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel sad though. I don't feel sad at all tonight. And I'm thankful that I actually feel pretty good with the second vaccine. I'm very thankful for that. Hopefully that continues. I feel kind of at peace. I feel like, uh, I don't know, I guess there's mixed. I feel like the work is over as far as, the work of the road. But at the same time, I mean, 6 days from now, I'm back on the road. So, I don't know how I'll react to that. But I'm gonna take it one day at a time. I'm gonna soak in each day. Um, but you have to pay for some peace. Because I looked at different hotels, and then I said, well, maybe I'll just stay 2 nights, or. But I said, Sam, man, spend a week in a hotel, get a nice hotel, and figure out what you're doing, man. Because I'm at a crossroads. I'm at a crossroads. It's good though, because I put in a lot of work to get here, and you go through so many different emotional levels to try to get the closure that you need to move forward. To move forward, you need closure. Whether you go through a divorce, whether you lose someone you love, through death, and the scars always stay with you. I still have scars that stay with me, physically and emotionally, and but you got to move forward. You know, you got to move forward, and that's where I'm at in my life. It's weird, man. It's a weird life. But I do feel happy. I would say overall, I really don't feel sad. Um, all right, let's go to all live comments. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you, Big Plan Dan. Thank you, Infinity. Thank you, Hal. Hal, I hope your new apartment's going well. Thank you, Minimalist Core. Thank you, Adam. Um, Ryan, I feel trapped in Ohio. Thanks for the inspiration. Well, Ryan, what I can tell you, man, is I totally empathize. And when I looked at the weather, I had the Weather Channel up on the big screen TV. I love this hotel. And I saw it was like, oh, New York, New Jersey is fucking freezing. Timothy, welcome, man. Welcome to the live chat access. Thank you, Timothy. Gratitude, Timothy. Welcome. But Ryan, I looked at the TV and they were saying like it's still cold up north, and Big Plan Dan knows we share the similar thing. I think he moved from Montana to San Diego or Southern Cal, and uh, and I remember when I was trying to reinvent myself in New Jersey, and I was trying to get my health together. I was trying to get my life. I was trying to build my second part of my life in a midlife crisis per se, or 2.0 of my life. And I was looking on YouTube and I found the Ultimate Warrior. He was a great wrestler from the WWF, and he had become a motivational speaker. And he grew up in Indiana, Midwest or whatever they call it, middle of the country. And he goes, when he started to wrestle and travel, he realized how much the weather impacts the quality of life. And he spent some time in Tampa, Texas, and then he eventually settled in Arizona. He said Arizona is what did it for him because I think Arizona gets the most sunlight in the entire United States of America, but there's no ocean, and that's why I got to be in South Florida because I like tropical. I don't like desert. But when he said that, because he said most of his family struggled with depression, and he said he believes that part of it was because they grew up in Indiana and it was always cloudy and nasty. And and I started to think about that, and I found so much therapy in going for a walk. And in the summer, when I was walking and the sun was touching my skin, and I was like, man, why can't I do this all year round? And I started to research, well, what's the warmest place in America during the winter, and it's Florida. And I always kind of had Florida on my map. I always loved palm trees. I always loved ocean. I'm thankful that I spent 4 years in my car because I got to explore every part of Florida. The West Coast is different than the East. North is different than the South. And everyone's different on what they like. But now that I know the areas I like, it's just a matter of narrowing it down. And I think I was definitely on the right track with that condo. Do I regret not getting it? I have some regret, but I just wasn't ready. And there was a couple red flags, and you have to be ready. You have to be ready. And so, what I realized tonight is that I am ready. You know, I am. You know. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. One is that I've been on the road for 4 years and there hasn't been any major incident. You know, I mean, I've had some incidents. I've been sick a few times on the road. The pandemic, when all the gyms and everything was shut down. Ryan, most people don't know how much the weather affects them. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. All right, and I don't want to neglect everyone. I know you guys are leaving a lot of chats, and I'm not reading them. Forgive me, guys. This is a very powerful night for me, um, and for everyone who watches, because you watch the journey and you're on your own journey. And the first time in 4 years broadcasting, from inside, man. There's no like cops behind me. There's no like street lights. Not having to do the live feed, then go to the gym to take a shower, then find a place to park. I said to myself, "Ah, what a relief. I said to myself, I can't be working, doing all this crazy shit, and I'm killing myself. In the beginning, I wasn't killing myself. I was reinventing myself, and I was exploring. Again, there's three parts of life: survival, exploration, and building. But I'm done exploring. And when you live in your vehicle, look, you're in survival mode. It doesn't matter how much money you have. When you're out there every day, you're surviving, and that's what you're doing because you're dealing with the public. Driving is dangerous by its nature, and even having I've been very fortunate. I never had a major car breakdown. I got 200,000 miles on my car. I've had car problems, but I never had a major breakdown. Thank God, I've never been in a major accident. And now I say to myself, am I pushing my luck? I feel that. I feel I am pushing my luck because I feel like, it ran its course. And now that I kind of, I really feel it, I'm really ready to settle, without regret, without hesitation, but it has to be right. It has to be right. Thank you, Big Plan Dan. Thank you, man. Sometimes I say to myself, I don't know how, so many people watch me. Well, not so many people. I don't mean, but people watch me. I still have a relatively small channel, but I'm thankful for its growth. And very few people living in a car. There's a few. There's a few. And I love you guys. You know that. Hal, man. My man's chilling. I am chilling, man. Hal, all I could tell you, man, is you're such a kind person, man. You're such a kind person, man. I just pray that, your new apartment. I was thinking about you. I know you're painting the other day. I hope your new apartment treats you right. And, as I'm staying in a hotel, I'm in a nice hotel. I was checked in by a nice lady, you know, and I was thinking about you. So I could see Hal doing that, man, because you're very gracious, very gracious. But thank you, man. I hope everything goes well for you. And yeah, I mean, look, I'm fully vaccinated. More people get vaccinated. It's a personal choice for everyone. I understand both sides, respect to both sides. But now I guess I'm fully vaccinated. I got my second shot, and I feel better than actually so far than I did with the first shot. I did a live feed with the first shot. I wasn't in a good place for a few days. So I don't know. Let's go to all live comments. And again, thank you, everyone. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I'm trying to just describe, everything that's going on in my spirit. Um, and I think about, my viewers. We're getting to live comments. Forgive me, guys. I think about all my viewers who are in their car full time, and some have been trapped in their house, and now they're very happy to get back on the road. And there's a time to be on the road. There's a time to explore. All right, let's go back to live comments. This amazing. I feel like I'm about to throw my hoodie on, man. I'm about to throw my sweatshirt on because it's so like I got temperature control blowing up my ass, man. I got a king size bed, man. Yeah, I'm living in a hotel, man. Nice one too, $170 a night. Shit, like it's like $1,100 for 7 nights, man. Yeah, man. I had to do a good, nice one. I had to do a nice hotel. Let's go live comments. ESP looking cozy. I'm as cozy as you get. See, this is the perfect size place for me. It's about 200 square feet. It's like a studio apartment with a nice view. I could see me having this by the beach. Yeah, how? About 179, and that doesn't include tax. And yeah, there's a pool in the hotel wandering off. A pool inside and outside. Praise the Lord. Oh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And uh, um, but I was gonna say, I won't go back. Like this, well, two things. One is this size will be perfect for me. 200 square feet. I always tell you, each person in the house. Wendy, welcome back. Love to you, Wendy. Praying for you often. You remember, Wendy, one day at a time. One day at a time. God bless you. Thank you. But I was thinking, I always tell you guys, 200 square feet per person is what you need in a household. So if you had 4 people in the house, 200 times 4, you need 800 square feet. 1,000 square foot house is all most people need. The average household has a couple and 2 kids. That's all you need is 1,000 square feet. I think the average house is 1,600 square feet. You got too much. But the condo I was looking at was 600 square feet. And even that was too much, but it was good in case my mom needs to live with me. And there's really not many places that are around 300 square feet anymore. So, but this would be all I need. I got a king size bed. I got a workstation. I'm gonna do a video probably before I leave, a tour of the place. Dar, shout out to Dar. She's also a nurse. 9.99 super chat. #1 fan. Thank you, Dar. Love to shout out to California. I believe Dar is a nurse in California. Shout out to you. Love to you. Appreciation. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are gracious to me. Um, Thank you. I mean, this is all you need, man. You got the bed, I got the workstation, I got a nice bathroom. I'm gonna do a video tour of this. Thank you. You guys are nice. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everyone. Frank and Kat. All right, I feel bad because I know I'm not getting to the comments quickly. But, guys, I may do this live feed for a couple hours because I feel comfortable. I tell you right now, man. See, I think, it's like, when you're doing a live feed from the all-night gas station, guys, like, I'm looking like this person, cops coming. I'm doing live feed from, I don't know what this is, 4-star hotel. I don't think it's 5-star. And, guys, no one should be coming, So, uh, you know, yeah, that's how I feel. All right, let's go back live comments. Let me see if I get to some. I'm gonna get to all of them. Keeping up a breed, love to also a nurse, and looking to transition into a different career. Oh my God, Sam, never thought I'd see you in a hotel. You look so cozy. I gotta put my sweatshirt on because it's getting cold in here. Yeah, that's true. Love to you. Keeping up a breed. Wendy, thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy, for that gracious super chat, $3, and throwing kisses at me. Thank you for that super chat, Wendy. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Good to have you back, and thank you for everything. Keeping up with Bree says, currently at work securing the money bag. Yeah, look, secure the bag, and then secure yourself. I was talking to my mom, and I surprised, my mom, now the mothers know, because my mom texted me this morning She said, Sam, you getting your second shot today? I said, no, Ma. I said, I ain't going till Friday. And so in my mind, I didn't think my second shot was till Friday because she said she had a dream. I said, what? You know, and then so Publix called me at 4. They said, are you not coming in for your second shot? I said, what? I thought it was on Friday. And they said, no, it's today. They said, well, we're here till 6 if you want to come today. So I was going to wait till Friday, but I said, all right, I'm coming, I guess. So I made the hotel and everything. I got the second dose. I feel okay so far. And then when I got settled in about an hour ago, I WhatsApp video conference my mom. And she goes, Sam, where are you? I said, I'm in a hotel. And I told her the whole story. She goes, I thought today was your second shot. And she goes, well, Sam, because I was telling her the same thing I'm telling you guys. Like, I feel like this is it for me. I'm back, I'm back in a level of comfort that you need to balance your life. And she goes, Sam, you work, you got to enjoy yourself too. You know, she goes, and it's time. You did what you needed to do to get where you wanted to get. And then I told her, well, maybe I should have got the condo. Maybe I should do this. She goes, Sam, you'll figure it out when you're now. Now that you know you're ready, you're ready. You know. So, but ain't that like every relationship? Now you're ready. No one's ready for you. But that's all right. You'll figure it out. Better to when in doubt, don't buy. Tony, great to see you, man. Tony, you've been with me a long time, man. Tony, I tell you this, guys. Inspirational nomads. I'm gonna be inspirational hotel guy, inspirational condo guy, maybe even single family. I don't think I get a single family, but I'm getting something. Because I tell you right now, guys, the days of me doing live feed from an all-night gas station, they're done. Well, at least they're done for 6 nights. I'm gonna be back on the road in 6 nights, but let's take life one day at a time, guys. This live feed may go all night, okay? Because I'm comfortable. I got temperature control. I got as much electricity as I want. I got all my electronics plugged in. I got running water. It's amazing, guys. I've basically been living like I'm in a third world country. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's a whole nother world, man. Yeah, let's go to some of these live comments. Keeping up a breed. Thank you again. Secure that money bag and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Blessed Aki. Yeah, I soaking up that temperature control. Blessings and enjoy that room. Thank you for your gracious tip and thank you for your love. And fire, sunglass face emoji to you. Thank you again for that gracious tip and thank you for your love. My man Andre, all the way from New Jersey. I heard New Jersey was cold today, brother. But I love you. I respect you. I'm thankful for the good things New Jersey bought me. Because I always tell you guys, look, if I grew up in Florida, the money bag would probably not be right. My career would not be right. Definitely growing up in the 80s and 90s, you know, Florida even it isn't even what it is now. Now that a lot of people have migrated to Florida, there's a higher level of industry. But for many years, and even now, a big part of the industry in Florida is tourism. And that means, not, a lot of the jobs are focused around retail and hospitality. And there's nothing wrong with that because you can make good money. But, most of the, you know, medical, technology, industry, those are the big industries. And now, look, there's a thriving healthcare system, medical jobs in Florida. And there's some technology jobs. Obviously there's a lot of construction. The pay scale's a little bit lower, yeah, but the quality of life is higher though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And of course you got no state income tax. You got the beach. You got all year round warm weather. You got the hurricanes, but guys, 90% of the year you're just hot. Today it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I was swimming in the Atlantic Ocean. Now I'm sitting in temperature control. I gotta put my sweatshirt on. It's fucking freezing here, man. Love to you, brother. Yeah, guys. Wait, yeah, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom, and I gotta put my sweatshirt on. Hold on, guys. Look at this room. Oh God. Look at me. Look at me. This is crazy. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I got a view out this window. Oh, oh yeah, baby. Oh, guys, you know how many tempered? I got like freaking soft ass pillows and shit. Look at this. Look at this pillow, man. Oh, yeah, I'm living the dream, man. Phew. Yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers to everyone out there, man. I still got the Wawa ice water. I still do. Damn it, Tony, man. $5 Canadian super chat. Now that you moved up in the world, you have to buy that luxury toilet paper. They give it to me for free. I'm spending $170 a night, man. First roll on me. Yeah, first roll. I appreciate that. Thank you, man, very much. I appreciate that, Tony. God bless you, brother. God bless you, man. Hey, guys, look, it's gonna be hard, man, to get back on the road after these 6 nights, but we're gonna take it one day at a time. Thank you, brother. You've been with me a long time, man. Thank you. All right, we're going back to live comments, guys. I hope you can hear me, guys, because I know I'm speaking softly. Hold on, let's go back to live comments. Uh, it's crazy. Uh, Keeping up a breed. Now you can walk around naked. Yes, true. It's true. The live feeds are about to evolve. I mean, we're going to a whole nother level, guys. I mean, look at this. We got paintings, we got drapery, we got a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna do some new stuff. Adam, good evening, Sam. Good evening. Thank you again, Adam. He goes, good evening, Sam. Looks like you're in a better place. Yeah, I can't go back. I can't go back to the car. It's gonna be tough, man. I'm just heading home from work. God bless you, man. Way to show up, brother. Very proud of you. God bless you. Shane, $5 super chat for more toilet paper. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I tell you, they got the good toilet paper here, man. It's like, I don't know, like 5 ply. Very soft. Very soft here, man. This ain't like the, toilet paper at, at Planet Fitness. This is like extra cushy. How? Speak up. They can't say anything. Okay, till after 11 p.m. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make a good first impression. But let me know if I am too low, though, man. Thank you, Hal. Yeah, Hal knows he was like a director at a hotel. Thank you, Hal. You keep me honest, Hal. Let me know, if I'm doing something wrong or if you can't hear me. Thank you, brother. Uh, Back to live comments. Suitcase and gas money. What's up, man? Shout out to Tampa. Hey, bro. Crank the AC. The AC's on, man. It's on 72 degrees. It just kicks on when it kicks off. It's amazing. I don't know how you go backwards, man. Yep. And he goes, crank that AC and put that hoodie on. Yeah, just put the hoodie on, man. Thank you, man. Kathy. Hey, Sam, how are you? I'm doing good tonight. How are you? And I can't believe, too, after the second shot, I feel good. Take a good rest in a hotel. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Um, like every morning for the past 4 years, I wake up at 5 a.m. because I got to get up. I got to get going. I'll still wake up early because I believe it's part of a healthy routine. But, I mean, I'm not going to be waking up like looking over my shoulder. That's a whole nother mentality. Again, when you're living in your vehicle, you're in survival mode. You can't just like wake up and like be laxadated. Like you got to wake up and make sure you get out of there by a certain time. And there's a certain energy, even if you're at a campground, the energy is not relaxed. It's there's an energy there. And I'm not saying it's bad because there's a time in life where I thrived on that. I don't thrive on it anymore. I'm burnt out, man. I'm ready to build. I'm ready to build my life here in Florida. Okay? With enough flexibility to get out of Dodge when a hurricane hits. I got to figure that out, man. Love to you, Kathy. How are you doing? Kathy, how many days are you planning to live in a hotel? 6 days. 6 days. Yeah. It's going to be a good 6 days. It's going to be tough to get back on the road, but we take it one day at a time. K, $5 super chat. Can you sleep in a bed and don't have to worry about a plumber? Oh, 100 emoji to that. See, that's the good thing. Thank you, Kay. That's the good thing about me easing my way back into a regular life is that if this would have been a broadcast from the brand new the condo that I bought or would have bought, then I think I don't know. I would have been excited, but I'm been a little bit worried. I'm not responsible for anything now, so I'm not worried. However, I will get anxious that this will end in 6 days. And in the condo, I would have been anxious in the beginning, but then that anxiousness would have settled in, and then I'll say, Sam, this is home. So, do I feel I made a mistake with the condo? I have mixed emotions. You could say I made a mistake, but I just wasn't there. You know, I was there, and then I saw a couple things that reminded me of my old condo. And I said, man, I don't want to go back to that, man. So I'm definitely more informed. I'm definitely more prepared. I'm definitely more emotionally ready than I was even a month ago. I would say even a month ago, I was still saying, like, what does my life look like after living in a car? Does it look like, a condo? Does it look like an RV lot? Does it look like a Class B? Staying in this hotel, I was thinking about, I said, well, does this take the Class B off the table or the travel trailer? I said, well, with a Class B, I could go to a campground for 2 weeks and then come to a hotel for a week and then just like keep a flow where I kind of budget my expenses at a certain cap. And that's possible. But the outlay of money for the Class B plus the campground fees plus the hotel fees, I don't know if I could cost justify that. I mean, I've had a lot of I'll have a lot of good write-offs, but at the end of the day, it's about net profit. Now, I don't know. The travel trailer, like I said, the travel trailer for me, I know my man Infinity and other people are looking into that for them. For me, I can't see the travel trailer because again, it's like I got to be a babysitter. Where do I put it? I really don't want to spend a lot of my time in campgrounds or RV parks. I think they're good because you're not attached to anyone. You plug in, you plug out. But I also think I need some of this, where I'm in this stable environment. I can't see the RV park next to me. There's neighbors next to me, but there's a sheetrock wall separating us. So, um, and so I'm being very careful in how much money I put into my next phase of life. If I put 70K into a van, that 70K could have went towards a 100K condo or even a 200K condo. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I still got to iron out some of the details, but I think we know that, you know, I, I very highly doubt, in 2 years I'm going to be broadcasting live from an all-night gas station. I just don't see it. Now again, something can happen to me where, that's your choice. There's no other choice or so. Anything can happen, but I just don't see it. And it's like amazing. It's like I sit here in a hotel now and I look at my past 4 years and I think to Sam, what is now I can't even think like when you get older and you look at what you did when you were younger, you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? I'm sitting here in this hotel and again I got electricity, I got temperature control, I got a king size bed. I said, well, what the fuck was I thinking? But I know what I was thinking in the past 4 years. And I did the right thing. I did the right thing by selling my condo in New Jersey, by living in my car, because I had to transition from New Jersey to Florida. I had to find the places I like, and I had to, you know, reset my life. And it was therapeutic. But now, living in my car is not therapeutic. It's pushing the limit. It's taking too much risk, and there's not enough reward for me at this point. The risk reward for living in my car now, it's out of balance. And my life's out of balance. And I'm taking too much risk and there's not enough reward. There's just not enough for me at this point. I put in the work, like I say, I did a 4 year straight. I never did an Airbnb. I never did a hotel. And I'm not saying I was right for that or wrong. I'm just saying I was very focused and intense on getting shit where I need to get it. And now I'm like, I'm Like, I'm not that intense, you know. It's like Dave Ramsey often talks about, like, when your life's totally out of balance, get your life together financially, you get intense. Then once you get through the baby steps and you start to stabilize your finances, you don't you take off the intensity, because you're there, you still stay focused. I'm not complacent, but I'm not, guys, I'm not like, I mean, I'm not on some shit where I don't know, man. I'm looking at a king size bed, man. I'm looking at some comfort, and I'm saying to myself, man, I see this the next step, man. All right, let's take a hydration break, man. I see I don't even have to take that many hydration breaks because I'm sitting here in luxury. All right, let's take a hydration break. God bless you guys and girls. Yeah, you guys been good to me. All right, back to live comments. Kathy says, I agree. Sometimes you need a good rest. Whew. Good for mind and soul. I totally agree. That's the value of a home base, man. You need that rest. Uh, there may be a season you go without a home base, but eventually you're going to come back to something. Pat, hey Sam, great channel. Thank you, Pat. You've been great with your sense of humor and your comments, and I appreciate you, Pat. Thank you. Adam, thank you for the gracious tip, brother. Thank you for all your love. Thank you for being a very positive, loving person. And he goes, my brother from another mother. Glad to see you in a safe place. Well, I appreciate that, man. You guys have really been rooting for me, man. There's always a couple negative people want to see you fail, want to see some circus shit. But in one sense, there's times on YouTube that I kind of lost hope in humanity, because I've started off very positive, and then I got some trolls, and I was like, man, fuck you, man. It's like, what do you want from me? And then I started, and then you have to get over that. And then and then you get excited and you get carried away, and then you got to calm yourself down. But you still have to be honest. You have to be intense, and you have to be mellow. Look, every level of things I've shared have come from the journey. Okay, you can't get to where you need to get to by always being passive and very relaxed. You can't. It won't happen. You know. However, again, you can't stay with your RPMs revved up all the way redlining. You're gonna drop your transmission. So it's like it's balance. Like Buddha was talking about. It's like you got to balance life. And that's where I'm at. I'm trying to figure out. It was the same way. Again, when I lost weight, I was obese, and then for like 3 years, all I ate was fruits and vegetables, and I was like damn near anorexic. And I struggled for another 3 years to start to eat more food so that I could, balance my life and sustain life. And I never thought how hard, I never really realized how hard it is mentally. Like, I always thought, I was like, why? I don't understand how people get caught in eating disorders. But I understood the journey after I went through a journey. And I was able to get myself out of it. And the Lord has given me a level of mental strength, even though I've been broken mentally. And I said to myself, damn, this is how some people don't get back to balance. Because you go to this place mentally, and I said, like, I could still visualize myself mentally struggling to eat more than 1,200 calories a day. And I see that same aspect of me right now struggling to take on more expenses and more responsibility. And so I know what it is. I just have to get over it. And slowly by slowly, I am getting over it. But it's a process. And no one knows that process like you. I mean, I have the luxury of it's just me, as far as like I don't have to worry about kids or family, you know. And so that's a luxury, because I go at my own pace. I take even if I'm taking a high risk right now, it's just me. If I fuck up, I don't want to fuck up, but it's just me. I'm not. And that's why too, like I say, for me, I didn't venture out. Kind of what pushed me is after my dog passed, because I wasn't going to do anything while my dog was around. I was going to stay in a condo, and and that that was like, to me that was like my child. And so when my dog passed, one is, I had to deal with that loss. That took me a year or so, and then I had to look at like what's the next step in my life, you know, and I really didn't know, but I kind of knew it wasn't in New Jersey. So I said, well, step one is sell this fucking house, because I'd come home every day and my dog wasn't there anymore, and I'm looking at this house. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here, man? It's like when you have a kid or when you have a dog or you have a wife, you come home to the house, your house is there for your family, for their well-being. But when it's just you, there's nothing keeping you there other than you. So I said to myself, what the fuck? And I said, what do I want out of life? And and while I figured it out, I kept doing self-care. I'd go for a walk every night. I really wasn't hitting the gym heavy then. I was just walking, and I'd walk long as fuck, man. I'd walk hours at night. And I remember Ultimate Warrior saying that too, man. If you're totally lost, go for a walk until you find yourself. And I'd be fucking going for a walk at night, man, for hours, just like trying to see what my life was going to be like after this, after that next step. And I just kept seeing like, just take it one step at a time. And the first step is to sell this house, shed this responsibility so you can refocus. And so I sold the house, and I was looking at downsizing videos on YouTube. And then eventually the downsizing videos led me to the nomads, the RV living, the car living, the van living. And that was the first time I looked at that. Like, well, maybe that's a great transition to get me where I want to get, which was living in Florida with half my living expenses. Like I was paying in New Jersey, my living expenses for my condo, my utility bills, HOA, everything was about $2,500 a month. And that didn't include food or my car. So I said, well, if I get to Florida, I would like my bills to be less than $1,200 a month for housing. And I could do that now. I mean, it's not easy to find all the time, but you can find stuff at a small level. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I keep saying, like, some people say, what do you mean like you reached your goal? That, for me, that was my goal. I'm not saying it's everyone's goal. For me, because I was like, well, live in a more efficient space, live in an area that you like to live, and rebuild your life. Again, there's three parts of life: survival, exploration, and building. And so for the past 4 years, living in a car, I've been surviving and exploring. And now I'm getting ready to build. But for the next 6 days, all I'm doing is living in a hotel. All right, we're going back to live comments. Thank you guys for, I know I'm talking a lot tonight, but like I say, I'm in no rush. It's like, like you try to figure out too, like I'll reinvent the channel or do something. And I always tell you guys, look, if you're going to have a YouTube channel, don't depend on it, because I'm able to make my decisions not based on what the audience may or may not want. I'm able to make my videos whatever I want to be. And I never feel entitled. I never count on any YouTube revenue for what I want to do for my life. It's all a plus. And so I say that to say, if you don't do that when it comes to your creative life, and I consider YouTube that creative side hustle life, then you're never going to be able to paint how you want to paint. You're going to be painting for the crowd. And you do what you got to do, right? But I think in your creative venture, it's still a business. You got to treat it with respect. You got to show up. Okay, you got to show up. You got to show up. But you got to be able to paint how you want to paint. Whether that's living in a car, living in a hotel, whether that's talking about stocks, or whether it's talking about real estate, or whether it's talking about sex or politics, right? You see some channels, I'm not going to talk about politics, I'm going to talk about this. Like, guys, look, I talked about it all. and I lost viewers. I gained some. I lost some. It is what it is. I'm able to paint. So you got to think about that when it comes to like artistic stuff. Very few people have complete artistic liberty to be creative how they want to be, because you have to also feed yourself. Okay. And when you're talking about feeding yourself, that's why you got to have a main job and you got to have a couple side hustles. And like I said, I learned that from my mom. My parents got divorced when I was 8, and my father paid child support, and he, did his part. But my mother, we lived with my mother, and my mother, she was working 2, 3 jobs, sometimes basic jobs, from working at Dairy Queen and Carvel to working for an insurance company as a secretary, working as a substitute teacher. But what she really liked to do was sing at church on the weekends. But that wasn't enough to feed the family and pay the bills. I mean, it was a good thing, supplemental income. She would get some money for singing at a funeral or a wedding, right? But she was, it wasn't enough again to pay the bills. So, but she loved to do it. That was her thing, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is, whatever you love to do, paint, sing, dance, whatever, it's great if you could figure out a way to make some money off it. Okay. But you have to be able to figure out how do you make money off it without sacrificing your ability to do it in your freedom, because I think there's something about that creative part of life that it has to be free, like regular business is structured, and it has to be structured. And there's two different there's like I said, life is multidimensional. Life is not like like you learn that when you look at a cube, right? A cube is not you can't drawing a cube on a flat piece of paper without it. If you don't do it right, it's not a cube. Some people that are artistically good, they can draw the cube and it looks multidimensional, because that's what a cube is. It's not flat, and so that's what life is. It's not just one sheet of paper. It's multidimensional. And I often told you that in life, you have to be a professional when it comes to your job. In your personal life, you can feel whatever you want about politics, sex, religion, right? But there's that, and you're not a hypocrite for having boundaries, or for being professional in your professional setting and being however you want to be, liberated to be however you want to be in your personal setting. That's you're being multidimensional, and that's what life is. Life is a Rubik's cube. Remember Rubik's cube? Where you would like try to figure out like how to line up all the colors in this cube. That's what life is. Life's not just like one dimension thing. It's multidimensional. So that's what you have to remember uh, on your journey, is that there's a lot of different sides of life. All right, back to live comments. Man, I'm slow on the comments tonight. Uh, Andre, finally I get to see you somewhere except in your Jeep. Yeah. The Jeep is, I don't know, man. Jeep is still going strong, man. I got like 185,000 miles on it. 5 years old. It's 5 years old this month. I bought it in May 2016. So it's 5 years old this month. Um, look, if I get a condo or home base, I'll just ride the Jeep till the wheels fall off. Uh, and now if I get a Class B or if I get a travel trailer, the Jeep gets traded in. But I've been having a hard time accepting that if uh, I'm having a hard time accepting trading the Jeep in and getting another vehicle to live in, because I don't know if that's my next move. So I got to figure that out. Let's take a hydration break. It's crazy, guys. We're in a hotel, man. And I feel good after the second shot. I thank God for that. So far, I feel better than I felt after the first shot. So far, I know I'm gonna feel good sleeping in this 4-star hotel or whatever it is, better than in my job. I feel good tonight. Just mainly, I'm very comfortable in my Jeep. Like ESP knows she's comfortable in her van. But mainly, what I feel comfortable in is I'm not looking over my shoulder or worrying about where I'm parking. That's the piece. Okay. You could be very comfortable in a vehicle. I've slept like a baby for 4 years. My biggest issues have been where to park, the noise level, and if you're stealth parking, there's always that thing in the back of your mind. You get that knock. Have I gotten the knock? Yeah, and it sucks. So, and look, again, I've lived in a vehicle for 4 years, right? So I'm not going to begrudge anyone who wants to do it or who is doing it. But I'm also not going to deny myself the next step in my life to cling on to my old life. Um, you have to reinvent yourself. And like I've always shared, my journey was to reinvent myself. It wasn't to stay on the road forever. It was never that. So, all right, back to live comments. Uh, oh man, where are we at? Did I miss some people? Oh, that was Andre. Yeah, thank you, Andre. Suitcase and gas money, dude. A spot feels nice, doesn't it? Feels excellent, suitcase. Especially when you've been a stray cat like us. Yeah, definitely. You understand it. You understand. Look, when you've been a nomad, and it is very much. That's a great way to describe it. Like being a stray cat is that you're in survival. A stray cat is in survival mode. They're looking for their food. They're looking for their shelter, and they're looking to get through the day. And look, we're all looking for that. But when you're living in a hotel or a house, you're not in survival mode. Like the biggest thing that bothers you when you're in a hotel house, oh, I don't have the hot pockets I want. I don't have the DiGiorno pizza in the freezer. I don't have my ice cream. You know what I mean? Like B, you know what I mean? That's nothing, man. So you big ass, you wake up at 11 o'clock, you want a snack, it's not in the refrigerator. Like that's like a hardship, you know what I mean? you know, oh my, I got temperature control, man. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to get back on the road, man. 6 days, man. Minimalist Cora, thank you again for the gracious super chat. He goes, Sam, finally caught your live. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for you, minimalist. I love minimalism. I still believe in minimalism. I will still have a small square footage space wherever I do next. I will not have a lot of stuff. I don't want stuff. More stuff, more problems. And that was one of the reasons why I kind of backed out on the condo. I would have liked the condo. Well, I was going to say I would have liked it to have a window air conditioner. But if you're going to own a place, a window air conditioner is not as efficient as central air. However, central air is more expensive to repair. A window AC, you just take it out, put a portable one in from Lowe's, you're done. But it's not as efficient with regards to the electric bill. So that's the give and take. Keith, Florida for the win. Appreciate the channel. Thank you, Keith. I love and appreciation to you. Look, guys, up north doesn't get nice till June. Okay. And the problem, what it is, and I experienced it last year, is June, July, and August, anywhere up north where there's an ocean or where there's a lake, everyone goes there because for 8 months people have been hibernating, and they get 2 or 3. They get basically 2.5 months, 3 months to go outside and enjoy the water. And the ocean is still cold in June. It doesn't really get warm enough to swim until July and August. And so everyone crowds the same beaches. And I can't blame them. I did the same thing when I grew up in New Jersey. But I said to myself last year when I was in New Jersey, like, man, even when the weather is good, you can't enjoy it up here because everyone's doing the same thing. It's so crowded. In Florida, it's such a big land. It's such a big landmass, big state, and it's surrounded by beaches on all three sides of the coast. You can go anywhere. You can go up to St. Augustine. You can go down to Naples. You can go to Fort Lauderdale. You can go to Panhandle. I have my preferences, different spots, but Look, Florida is good 90% of the year. End of August, September, and a little bit of October, you got to get out of Dodge, or you got to, it's hurricane season, and it's very hot and nasty. But it's like, do you want that, or do you want to hibernate 8 months out of the year? Pick what you want. I don't want to hibernate, guys. Now, look, I've been getting too much sun. I gotta wear a do rag because even with the sunblock, man, I've been getting sun blisters. It's too much sun could be bad too. But look, for me, guys, all I know is today was 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Uh, in the evening, I fully submersed in the Atlantic Ocean. And I went into a new dimension. It's the first time in 4 years I'm in a temperature controlled, stable environment at night. And I'm living in a hotel, and I'm living in Florida. If I was living in a hotel in New Jersey, I wouldn't be inspired. I wouldn't be inspired. And that's a big difference. Hal, Sam A, thank you, brother, for all your pro tips about the hotel. Hal, my man's chilling. Forgive me, guys, because I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm very excited. And this live feed, I'm gonna take my time doing it because I'm indoors. I'm not gonna rush. I don't. That's the biggest thing, you know. When I'm in my car, I'm on such a routine because I have to go everywhere to get my resources. I have to go to the gym to get a shower. Okay. I have to go, to a public park to do work or to get some type of Wi-Fi. I have to go to the grocery store to get my food. Uh, you got to go to the gas station. You got to go to the coffee spot. You got to go to all these places to get all these individual resources. When you're in a condo or a house or a hotel, everything's right here. Now you got to stock it up a little bit, but everything's right here. I don't have to go anywhere. Now, look, some people live in their house and they never go outside. That's not good either. I've been there. And like that's what some people they leave messages on my videos. They're like, I don't understand, like, how you do it. In their whole life, like they're just like in the sheetrock prison, like, and they watch the news and they don't understand what life's like in the real world. Some of life in the real world is not as bad as people think it is, and some of it's a disaster. It's a give and a take. So either some people are like so delusional, like they think like the world is like so bad, it's horrible, and then some people think that everyone's so good, there's no bad out there. It's a balance. It's in between. But the biggest negative living in a car is you're on the road more, and driving is dangerous by its nature. I've been very fortunate for 4 years, man, that I haven't had any major issues. I mean, I had some issues, but it's a risk reward, man. Living on the road, whether you're a truck driver, a nomad, whatever, is dangerous. Okay, um, living in a hotel, guys, fucking piece of cake. Uh, what's the worst get happen? Air conditioner break? Yeah, call hotel front desk. Come on, man. Yeah, let's take hydration. We'll go back live comments. Man, I feel like I'm just chilling. Yeah, I don't want any more adventures, guys. Yeah, fuck that adventure package. Yeah, Pat, go. You in here? Fuck that adventure package, man. Nah, I'm done with adventure. I'm about to get into chilling package. I'm about to get the chilling package. Yeah, I'm about to get the chilling package. That's what I'm gonna get. I had enough adventure, man. I've been on the road 4 years, man. I don't need thousand trails. Show me what adventure is. I know what adventure is, man. Uh, Pat, go. Even barn cats like warm, comfy space. You damn right. You damn right, Pat, go. Shout out to you. Good job with the emojis. My man Hal, man, you've been very gracious. He goes, you try the code. Nah, I'm not at the spot where you can use it, but here is some money for the market. Hal, you done too much for me, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. My man Infinity. Been years, man. Yeah, since I've seen you inside. I think this is the first time ever, man. I don't think I ever did a live feed from inside anywhere. I think I may have done one or two videos out of my 3,000 videos that were inside. Um, but it's weird, man. It's a weird feeling to be, indoors at night. The best feeling is I'm not on edge, you know. Like I was watching some guy, talking about dating a girl from a third world country, and he was like, like, look, they got to be on edge because you grow up in a third world country, or you grow up even in a first world country, you grow up in a bad area or whatever. You're on edge because you're in survival mode, and that's what he's saying. It's like, if you spoil the person, and if you don't stay with them and you leave them, they lose their edge, and then they got to go back to survival mode. Not easy. It's like, guys, 6 nights in a hotel, and then I'm going back into survival mode. I got to be careful I don't lose my edge. So that's going to be a challenge too. But I'm going to take it one day at a time. Thank you, Infinity. Big plan, Dan. All I can tell you is thank you, brother. I hope that your building process is going well. Thank you for everything. Hal. Yeah, fuck that noise pollution is after 11 p.m. Yeah, I hear you. But you know me, man. I like to fly under the radar, man. I don't like to cause problems. I like to fly under the radar. And that's why I used to like that word stealth parking, even though I don't know if there's too much to that because people kind of know who's who. But um, yeah, man. I mean, look, for 15 years when I owned a condo, I was part of an HOA, but I kind of never really had any major issue because I know how to mind my business. I know when there's a major issue, I'll speak up, but for the most part, I just mind my business, and that's how you get through life. That's true. ESP. You did one inside Starbucks. Oh, that's right. I did do that before the pandemic. Only other inside one I can recall. Yeah, I forgot about that one. I did do that one. I did a couple. Yeah, that's true. ESP. Enjoy. Live in the moment for these 6 days. I'll tell you right now, ESP. I don't know if you're in your van. I don't know if you're still watching this live feed. I'll tell you this. I don't know how you did it, ESP. If you're still in here, leave a comment in the live chat. ESP, you spent the past 6, 8 months in an Airbnb, temperature control, stable environment. Now you're back, as of this weekend, you're back living full time in your van, your NV200. How do you feel? After 2, 3 nights now you've been in your van. Do you still want to stay in your van? Are you happy with that? Or do you want to say, you know what? Maybe I go back to Airbnb. I'm very interested, from another perspective on how you feel about that. Back live comments. Um, Ryan, thank you again. Gracious super chat. I could totally empathize. Yeah, you feel trapped in Ohio. What I would tell you is the same thing an older lady told me. She goes, don't buy a second house until you sell your first house. So if you own a house, you got to sell first. If you're in a rental, you have to know when your rent lease expires. And you have to start taking steps proactively to get out of your town or city or state. But it's going to take years. It took me about 2, 3 years to wrap up my affairs in New Jersey to get a job transfer. And then it took me 2, 3 years to travel around Florida and to see where I'd want to put roots, if any. And so it's a 6 year process. If well, I'm not saying my way is the only way to do it, all right. But for me, that was the process. But you do it like every other process. You take it like putting together furniture, one step at a time, and don't skip a step. When you read those instruction manuals, I used to always fail because I would just look at the picture and I try to put together the furniture. You can't just look at the palm trees and the ocean and say, I'm going to put together my life based on the picture on the box. No, 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 no. God is a God of order, not disorder. You got to follow those instruction manuals as far as taking steps. Sell first. Visit first. Yep. Oh, ESP left some feedback. Yeah. Oh, let me go back to order ESP. We're gonna get to it because I feel like I'm neglecting people. Uh, Timothy, welcome again, Timothy. Thank you for joining the membership. Thank you to all my members. Love and appreciation and gratitude. Hal, yeah, the new yacht club member. Welcome. You're welcome. I'll tell you, some of these condos, they're in yacht clubs and they're in country clubs. Their HOA fee is out the wazoo. I can't. I'm not going to do that. So you got to be very careful. With those things. But when you buy a single family house in Florida, the home insurance is out the wazoo, and you got to get lawn care because believe me, this grass grows in tropical environment. I don't want a single family. I'll pay an HOA fee. I'll pay $200-300 a month. I probably don't want to spend more than 400. Uh, because as long as that includes master liability, as long as if it has a fitness club, if it has pool, if you have a single family house and you have your own pool, you have your own gym, you have your own insurance, you know how much that's going to cost? A lot more than an HOA fee. So a lot of people don't consider that. But the single family home is you're not attached to anyone. And that's the one negative a little bit I was thinking about even though right now I'm living in a hotel, I'm attached to people. I got people on site, but I don't own it. I'm not responsible. So, but I'm paying a lot for it. So, do I wish I was in my condo right now, not in a hotel? Well, I think I missed out on an opportunity. I think the place I was looking at had value, but mentally, I was close, man. But I wasn't where I'm at tonight. You know. I had a lot going on in my mind too. I wanted to get the second dose vaccine. I wasn't sure how I was going to react because the first one, I was not doing good for 5-7 days. Now so far it's been about 4 hours. I feel good. Better than I felt the first shot, but I want to get through these next 5 days or whatever, make sure everything's okay. So, that was on my mind. And then, just reinventing my life because that's what I'm getting ready to do. I get off this road. Like I said, I'm not an on-off guy. I'm an on or I'm off. Okay, I'm either going for it or I'm sitting it out. And that's who I am. You know what I mean? So I'm ready now. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. Kathy, welcome. Thank you, Kathy. Ryan, most people don't know how much weather affects them. It's a huge part of quality of life. Quality of life. The weather, the temperature, the sun, and the culture of a community equal quality of life. And if you have a low quality of life, even if you make good money, it ain't worth it. Like I did a video about like, look, if you make 200K living in New York City, or if you make 70, wow, look, it's tough, and no one's making not too many people making 200K. So let's take this as an example. Let's say you make 75K living in New York City, and to move to Florida, you would make 45 or 50K. That would be worth it if the quality of life is better in Florida, but you have to find out what parts of Florida have better quality of life because some parts of Florida have less quality of life. And you have to, like I say, guys, I don't like Orlando. I don't like Ocala. I don't like certain areas of Florida. Okay. I don't even like Miami. I think it's too crowded. So, um, you know, as long as you can still live below your means and make enough money to get your needs and some of your wants and save, then, you can shave off a little bit of the extra because, like, again, if you're making 75K in New York, you, one is the quality of life is lower, but two is the housing is more expensive, taxes are more, so it's everything kind of evens out a little bit. There's some exceptions. So, but the one positive thing about the coronavirus is again a lot of remote jobs opened up, and uh, the gig economy is a great supplemental income to give you an extra 20K a year or something like that. Um, And so, you got to look at all those things. Let's take a hydration break, go back, live comments. Guys, I could do like 5-hour live feeds having a home base, man. It's like there's nothing to it, man. There's no one in the background. There's no crazy shit happening at the gas station. Yeah, I don't know. Some people say, "Well, I liked it at the gas station." There's some crazy shit. People want to say, "I don't care." From like I always tell you guys, I'm painting my paint. I paint how I want to paint, man. And that's how it's got to be, man. Never depend on your side hustle for your main hustle. Um, Big Plan Dan, you are much more relaxed tonight, brother. I mean, I feel like Bob Ross, the painter. I put myself to sleep. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I know like some of you guys and girls, you watch me because you need that intensity to inspire you. Guys, the intensity goes down when you're in a hotel or a house. I mean, because what's there to be intense about? You got a refrigerator, you got a microwave, you got temperature control. Guys, yeah, I'm relaxed. Hal, my man is chilling. Oh yeah, love to see you like this. Well, I appreciate that, Hal. You've been very supportive, man. I think about Rocky had said that. Well, Sylvester Stallone, they go because they asked him about making the first Rocky and then making Rocky 2, 3, 4, etc. And he goes, look, the first Rocky we did in 30, 60 days. We did it on a couple $100,000 budget. He goes, it was unheard of. Like and he goes, we made a classic movie. He goes, and it's amazing because after that we spent millions of dollars making these other Rockies. Um, we had every resource we needed, but we made good movies, but we couldn't create the magic of the first Rocky. And I think he was being interviewed by Howard Stern. So Howard Stern said, why couldn't you create the magic? He goes, I think there's something about that edge. When you're doing a movie and you're in the back of a pickup truck and you're getting changed, you don't have a trailer, you don't have a makeup crew, and but you can't live in that edge, man. That edge is for a moment in time, man, to make that Rocky, and then you become a millionaire, and then you make Rocky 20. Okay, and now look, most of us will probably never be a millionaire, um, but you should still go after it if it's a dream of yours, because it's possible, especially in a first world country, definitely America. But to me, it's not. I would like to be a millionaire, but more than that, I look at money as a resource to give me freedom and independence. Because to me, at this point when I was younger, I wanted the luxury. At this point in my life, I don't want the luxury. I want the freedom and I want the quality of life. I am totally content with having a lot of money in the bank, dressing like a bum, but I need to add some stability with a home base. But I don't want the home base to own me. Um, Look, a 100K condo was very reasonable, but the maintenance and the entanglement with the neighbors scared me. What really scared me was the whole condo was renovated. And I said, perfect. I'm willing to pay a premium if the condo's renovated because I don't want to do any work. And I said, well, at least I'll get 5, maybe 10 years without any major issues. And there was already 2 issues. And that kind of really turned me off because I'm like, man, owning a house, it's always something, even when everything's brand new. And look, I'm probably wrong for that because no matter what you do in life, there's some work involved. Living in your vehicle, believe me, I pay for it in different ways. Okay. Um, I don't know. See, this is where I got to pray for God's grace, And sometimes I curse God. Um, but like, when you make a mistake or you feel like, you missed out or you need some luck, I hope that something comes available for me. Now, something was available for me. So I don't know if I screwed up, but I don't know, man. You know, uh, I know I'm done living in a car. I'm not done because I haven't figured out the next step. I'll be back in a car in 6 days. Right now, I'm in a hotel, but I'm checked out, man. I mean, you guys know I'm checked out. I mean, you guys watch the videos, you see I'm checked out. So, I'll figure. God willing, I'll figure it out. Adam, hotel is a lot better than a car. Look, as far as not worrying about where you're going to park, not worrying about when you get up, not worrying about your environment. That's the value of a home base, whether you rent or own, is you have stability. Now, look, you need flexibility. You can certainly buy a house above your means that's a money pit, that's not in an area you like, and you're going to get screwed because it's going to suck money out of your pocket. You're going to be stationary and you're going to be screwed. So you need more flexibility, but you need some stability. Like here's Gail. Gail's back on the road, but the good news about Gail is now she has a home base so that if she has a bad night on the road, she has it in her mind that if it gets bad enough, she has somewhere to go back to. See, I don't. I have a hotel, but Gail says makes you want your home base. Yes. Now laughing. Yes, so true, Gail. Enjoy your hotel room. Thank you, Gail. Enjoy being back on the road and enjoy, the peace of mind. Knowing that you have a home base. That's a blessing. ESP. Technically, 2 weeks after your second shot, you're fully vaccinated. I did hear that. Sorry. No, that's okay. I appreciate you sharing it. Sorry to be nitpicking. No, that's all right. You're right. Yeah, I did hear that. That's a good point. After your second shot, you got to wait 2 weeks for your immune system to react. And so all your antibodies are fully developed. I'm just very grateful that so far I haven't had a negative reaction because, again, after the first shot, I felt it almost immediately. I had a headache. But we'll see. I know I still got to wait a couple nights here. And I got my Tylenol, I got my water. So we'll see how it goes. How? 179. Yep. 170. Damn, bro. Yeah. After taxes, it's probably about 180 and change. Yep. It's an expensive hotel. If you stayed in this hotel all month, it'd be over $4,000 a month. So, now look, I could have won a cheaper hotel, but I've been on the road for 4 years straight. So I wanted to kind of treat myself and I wanted to use this time for the next 6 nights to just really see where I'm at. And so that if something does come up again, uh, whether buy or rent, uh, I don't, I definitely in a different place mentally than I was a month ago. A month ago, I was definitely like kicking the tires with a home base, definitely. But I don't know if I was on that pull the trigger shit as far as like committing to it. So even now, like I know like I'm still going to be hesitant to pull the trigger, but I learned a lot in these past 4 weeks. And so I'll take that knowledge and I'll build on it. I'm in building phase. That's where I'm at. Wandering off, yeah, there's a pool in and outside the hotel. I'm going to probably use it. I'm going to get every dollar I can out of this value of this. Thank you. Good to see wandering off, Alina. Kathy. I also got my second shot this Monday. So far, I feel good besides sore arm. That's awesome. Good job, Kathy. Yeah, actually, I'm very fortunate. Even my arm is not sore, so I'm very thankful for that. Wendy, welcome back again. Thank you for your love. Thank you for sharing your story. I hope you're doing well. Again, one day at a time. Hal, or incidentals. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, they say that the hotel says they don't charge you until after you leave. So they know, like, if you order any food or if the room is messed up, then obviously, right, they're going to charge you more. So that's how this hotel works. Dar, yeah, I haven't seen Dar in a while. Thank you again for that gracious tip, and I hope you're doing well. Again, I know you're a nurse. I know you're out in California. At least last time we spoke. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for stopping in. Thank you for showing love. The fracking cat, wow, Franken cat. We're in a whole nother dimension. We're an hour and 30 minutes into this live feed, and I'm taking my time. And but it's like doing a live feed in a hotel. It's like cake, man. Now, it may not be as inspiring and entertaining as me screaming at an all-night gas station, but it's comfortable as fuck. I mean, come on, man. Let's take a hydration break. I'm not sweating. I've been doing a lot of sweating. It's crazy. I'm not doing any of that, man. I forgot, man. I forgot how comfortable the regular life is, man. Like, temperature control, a king size bed Running water, electricity. I don't want no adventure package, man. Well, I don't need no adventure, man. I'm adventured out, man. I am Six Flags Great Adventure, man. I did the adventure. I did 4 years full time. I'm done, man. That's how I felt tonight. Kathy, Sam, love to see you chilling and relaxed. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate you and all the positive people who want to see me do well and be happy. Thank you. My man, Fred. Fred, man. This time last year, you know what it was, man. It was a train wreck in New Jersey, man. Thank God I'm in Florida and I'm in a hotel. He goes, hey, bro, glad to see that you got the second shot. Thank you. I got some much needed rest, buddy. Fred, man, just again, thank you for everything. I was mentally broken going back up to New Jersey last year. I remember the video I did, and I remember Fred leaving that comment, man, because the video I got so upset. I got so upset driving off the turnpike, and it was March. It was freezing, man. I had just got off spring break in South Florida, and I said, "What the fuck am I doing back in New Jersey, man?" I was so upset. I was upset, and like not even funny upset, like hurt upset. And Fred, I just remember, I don't remember exactly what Fred said, but it was just encouraging. Like even when I got the first shot vaccine, Fred, I had a bad night, and I told everyone like I regret it. Maybe I made the wrong decision. Felt like a sellout. And Fred was just like, Sam, you take care of yourself. You know, don't be upset. You know, don't feel bad for taking care of yourself. You know, look, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Um, Timothy, welcome again, man. First comment here. Forgive me for being late, Timothy. New chapters in your life are visionary moments, but you don't realize it at the time. That's insightful. You give so much to others. Enjoy every minute as you shape your future destiny. Timothy, great comment, man. I hope you're still in here, man. Thank you. That's a very insightful comment, man. Thank you. The Frankencat. Good evening, Sam. Good evening to you, Frankencat. It's morning for you, right? Wendy. No bed bugs. I better not be in this hotel. It better not be. I hope not. Enjoy and rest your mind. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. Thank you. Um, Wandering off. We were in Florida last 4 months and just got back to Minnesota. Tell me about that pain. So missing Florida already. Oh, North is not fun. I agree with that. Gloomy, crappy weather. Yep. And even when it's sunny, everyone crowds the same areas. The fall is decent. Look, I remember speaking to someone who lived in Florida before I moved to Florida, and they said, look, the only time you're going to miss up north is in the fall, maybe. And that's it. But even when you miss it, it's not enough to move back. Once you go Florida, you never go back. So, I mean, that's what I say to myself. Like, and that now, as I'm saying this, I'm kicking myself for not getting that condo. Bad decision. So, look, man, once you go Florida, what do you want to go back to? Minnesota, New Jersey, ShopRite? Nah, man. I mean, I feel bad. I know there's some people that watch me from those places. And again, I thank God for those places. Respect to the people who live there. But if you can get out of there, get the fuck out of there, man. That's what I would tell you. Big Plan Dan. Your happiness is putting a broad smile on my face tonight. Thank you, man. You know, Big Plan Dan, man. You always feel like um you felt uh how hurt I was with the indecision with the home base. And it's clear to me now that, look, if I find the right deal, I gotta just do it. You know, after I do the research, I gotta just do it. Because even if I have to deal with a couple issues, look, man, I mean, what's life? You know, am I really avoiding dealing with issues by being in an all night gas station? I'm not. You know, and that's kind of what I feel tonight, right? It's like, I was scared that the air conditioner was maybe messed up, that there was a leak, and those are real things. But in 6 days, what am I going back to? I'm going back to an all-night gas station. Nah, I'm going back to a campground. Yeah. That's good for a once in a while adventure, but I don't know if that's good for every day, all day, for years on end. Isabel, 4.99 super chat. A guy dancing. Well, I'll tell you this, Isabel. Thank you. Number one. Number two is in my spirit. I'm dancing. Right now, I'm just sitting my big ass in a recliner, okay, and I'm smiling because I am relaxed. So, Isabel, thank you for that gracious, gracious tip. And yeah, like I said, I hope that you can see my heart is dancing because I feel very secure. Uh, I feel very at peace. I don't have to run around to a gym after the live feed and take a shower. And then I don't have to find somewhere to park. And then I don't have to worry about like getting up before it gets crazy. Now, again, shout out to everyone who's going through that because I'll be back to that in 6 days. Isabel, double graciousness. Thank you for the other super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, look, guys and girls. I haven't solved my long term issue because, again, this is a temporary thing, but everything has to happen in steps. And this is the step for me where I'm resting and reflecting. And my reflection is making my vision clearer. Like my man on Timothy had said with his comment, very insightful, that, the next step in the journey requires uh, the vision. Uh, and that's kind of what I'm trying to figure it out. So thank you. Thank you again, Isabel. All right, back to live comments. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Make sure I go in order. Uh, Thank you again, Wendy. And Wendy, it's great to have you back. Love to you. Keep pushing forward on your journey wherever you're at in it. And if we fall, we get back up. That's what we have to do. Love to you. ESP. Take your time with the live feed. It's been an hour and 40 minutes, and it's like 5 minutes because I got temperature control, stable. And she goes, if you want, I've got my snacks. So I'll tell you this, I got my snacks too. They're sitting on the desk. Uh, and now it's getting part of the hot season in Florida where the bugs are out, and you got to be very careful on how much food you keep in your car. Uh, and that's the challenging part about living in a car. You got no refrigerator, most of the cars, and I don't know. All I know is my air conditioner just turned back on because it's keeping that 72-degree Fahrenheit weather. Damn it, I'm living comfortable. Tony, you seem really relaxed. I got socks on and comfortable in your new surroundings. I am. Thank you, brother. Living large, pretty much. I'm paying for this motherfucker too. I think an apartment is the way to go. Damn it, Tony, you nailed it. And I think I missed out on that condo, man. But I pray that God gives me grace. I pray that God opens up another door. Thank you, Tony, man. You've been a long time viewer, man. All I can tell you is thank you. Shout out to Canada. Adam, welcome to all the new members. Thank you, Adam, for being a welcoming, kind soul, man. Thank you. Ryan, Sam on chill. Ryan, great to see you, brother. Great to see you, Ryan. Man, I'm on such chill. I got a hoodie on, I got a skull cap, and I got my air conditioner on, man. I'm chilling. Uh, Tony, I think Sam has taken. He goes, I think Sam has taken his last dump in an all-night gas station. From now on, he craps in style. I'll try to tell you that, man. Tony, you totally get it, man. You totally get it. Andre, yes, you are absolutely right. We had rain all day in Chile. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't mean to mock the weather up north because I know how painful it is. Like I said, Fred had to encourage me last year because Here's the key thing, guys, for anyone who wants to move to Florida and you live up north. When the first step was just taking a vacation in Florida, and it was so painful to take a vacation in Florida and then come back up north because I didn't know if I was ever going to get back down there, how long it was going to take. This took years. And every time I would go down and have to come back up, it was like agony. And so, even though I've had agony these past couple months about indecision for a home base, I have to be grateful that I'm in Florida. I don't have to leave unless I want to leave. Because even last year, I was forced to leave with COVID because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if my mom was going to be all right. And now I sit here. I just got my second shot vaccine. So far, so good. Thank God. And look, I'm sitting in temperature control hotel. And last year, this time, there was no hotels open. There was nothing but essential stuff. It was a disaster. How Tony, my man, Tony, my man is done rubbing one out in the socks. I try to tell you, we're on a whole nother level, man. He goes, now it's a hand towel from the hotel. Yes, and it's extra warm. Everything's a go, man. I said to myself, man, this is what I've been missing. You know, I've lived such a primitive life these past 4 years that it feels weird. I mean, most of my life, I grew up in a house or a condo. So for me, like most people, you grow up in a regular type setting, and there was times that our house had went crappy. The sheetrock walls caved in from some leaks. There was a couple times the air conditioner broke or the heater broke, pipes froze or whatever. And there was times even in my condo, same thing. The air conditioner broke, just broke. But for the most part, look, you're in a stable environment. Like now, even if I was in a house or a condo and the air conditioner broke, it would be no big deal because I figure out something portable. And after living in 100-degree weather plus in your car, after living in New Jersey in the winter in your car, guys, living even in a condo with no air conditioner, it'd be a piece of cake. So, but you got to go through that journey. Tony, thank you again for this gracious super chat. Uh, Now that you have moved up in the world, moving on up to the east side of Florida in an expensive hotel. Thank you for that super chat. Help me pay for some of this shit. Thank you. You have to buy the luxury toilet paper. They supply it for yourself. First rolls on me. Thank you, brother. Andre, welcome, Wendy. Thank you, Andre. Shane, for more toilet paper. Thank you, Shane. Love to you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hal, speak up. They can't say anything till after 11 p.m. Thank you, brother. Yeah, right now it's just over 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've been doing this live feed for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I got 97 people watching, 86 likes, $94.99 in super chats. Oh shit, another $5 from Anthony. Thanks, Sam. Love the channel. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. And my man Brandon, shout out to you, man. He's got the super sticker with the tiger with the thumbs up. $4.99 super chat. Damn it, brother. Thank you, Brandon. It's great to see you, man. I seen you on Juicy Jeffs. Now he's the disciplined skater. That's my guy, man. Shout out to you, Brandon. Shout out to all my truck drivers. Shout out to you, Anthony. Thank you both for the gracious super chat, guys. We're at $100. Thank you very much. 91 likes, 98 people watching, 2 hours into this live feed, and I'm still cozy as a teddy bear. Like that super sticker from Brandon. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, everyone. Very grateful. Very grateful. Very grateful. Look, guys, I'm grateful I could sit my big ass in this hotel and just share with you. Now, look, I paid the price, man. For 4 years, I sweat my ass off in a car, and I share with you guys. I cry with you guys. I inspire, and I frustrate, and I get angry, and I get happy, and I get sad. And look, this is a short-lived 6 days, but it's a one day at a time. And it's a part of the progression that I need emotionally and financially. Emotionally, I need this to see and to feel what it's like to come back after a long day and have a sanctuary. Financially, I need to see, you know, spending money on a hotel or, spending money on the road or not spending money, what I'm missing and what I'm not. And, like I say, you obviously have to save some money. Obviously, you want to pay down your debt. But obviously, at a certain point, you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And, that's where I'm trying to get to, responsibly because I don't want to go backwards. I guess one of the negative things about the house, my first condo that I had, was again, when I bought it, it was above my means and I was entangled with my parents, and you never live that down. Um, my father threw that back in my face when I sold my house. And, and, I would never, now as a 40-year-old man, um, uh, I would never want to, look, when you're young, when you're in your 20s, you still kind of need help. But I would very much caution a young person to get too entangled with your parents as far as like accepting too much help. I'm thankful for the help, but you never live it down, okay? And and so I kind of associate home ownership with being on the hook to other people. And I don't want to be on the hook to other people because I don't want someone throwing something in my face. I'd rather live in my car. But after a certain point of uh, of working, of doing what you need to do to take care of what you need to take care of, then you got to say, look, you know, what are you doing? Okay. So, you know, take a hydration break. Thank you, everyone. And this is easy as hell. Do a live feed in the hotel. Hal says, yeah, F that. Live your life. Thank you, Hal. Thank you very much, brother. Uh, Kay, thank you. $5 super chat. Can sleep in the bed, king size bed. It's gonna be great, and don't have to worry about a plumber. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you right now. The main thing is I don't have to worry about waking up to a possible issue in the middle of the night with someone parked next to me or a knock on the door. I don't have to worry about getting up early to get out of Dodge. Now, that's a big benefit. Big benefit. Okay. Tony, renting a small apartment for a year while you decide on whether or not to buy a place might be a right time. It's a good point. I mean, again, I've been a little bit stubborn on that point, but I've been looking into it the past 2 days. I saw like 5 or 7 potential rental units that would suit me. Out of the 7 that I called, only one called me back. And the one that called me back said they already rented it. And they didn't even, I didn't even get to the point where we exchanged information. I just basically called and said I was interested. And they basically none of them called me back except one. And they said, look, we just rented it. Sorry. So I'm like, damn, it's a process just to find a rental. I'm not liking it so far. We'll see though. The good thing I have in my favor is as we get into June and the summer months, it's the off season in Florida. And if I stay in Florida, one is I'm going to suffer because it's going to be hot as fuck and I'm living in a car. But two is, hopefully there'll be a little bit more inventory and there'll be a couple things that are open up. Now, look, would it have worked out perfect if I bought that condo? Well, in one sense, I mean, look, I would have got out of the heat by the time of the summer, but the two things, man, they just scared me off, man. That leak and the AC, not so much, but the leak definitely. Because the AC, like I say, I could have figured that out. But the leak with the neighbor upstairs, I said, man, you can't figure that out because if that's already been there, you got to rip that ceiling open. You got to work with your neighbor to get that rectified. And what I found is trying to find a leak sometimes, nah, man, because I've been through that. And I don't want to. I don't want to be responsible for leaking into someone else's because I've been down that road, and I don't want someone leaking into mine. And that's when I said, well, do I want a condo then? Because that's part of a condo. Everyone I know that had a condo, whether they're in South Carolina, New Jersey, or New York, everyone I know that's been in a condo is you have a leak from your neighbors after a certain period of time. If you lived in a condo for at least 10 years, you probably have experienced it. You know, it's part of the what it is. So, yeah, now look, that person who buys it, look, they may have got a decent deal, but if they got to deal with that leak, they're going to find out. Yep. Um, Frank and Cat. Glad that you are enjoying yourself and being comfortable, Sam. Thank you, Frank and Cat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Tony. Nothing like having your own place. That's true. With a nice bed, that's all you need. In your own bathroom, that's it. To come home to. Look, all you need is 200 square foot. The shame is there's not too many 200 or 500 square foot houses or condos that are in a nice area and that are nice. But I almost found one. Hopefully, I will find another one. Thank you. But all you need, and I discovered this when I had a 1,000 square foot condo. All you need is a bed, a bedroom, a little kitchenette, because I don't even like cooking too much, and a bathroom. 200 square foot. That's all you need. Um, Adam. And you need a nice neighborhood. Don't buy in a bad neighborhood. Don't buy in a bad neighborhood. I don't care how nice the house is. You buy the neighborhood. You can't change the neighborhood. I don't care if you get, a community workshop together. I don't care if you get Inspector Gadget. I don't care if you get Superman. It takes years and sometimes never neighborhood change. You gotta be in a good neighborhood, or else it's not worth buying. It's not. Um, Adam, having some coughing fits towards the end of my workday. Uh-oh, hitting that NyQuil and calling it a night. Well, I understand that, brother. A NyQuil is my go-to when I do take any like over-the-counter medication, and I barely take any. I asked a pharmacist today. I said, well, if I get sick, what should I take, NyQuil? And she goes, well, we recommend Tylenol. So I bought some Tylenol and I bought some PM ones, like for sleeping time. But so far, I've been taking anything. I try not to take anything unless I have to. ESP. I feel like I'm enjoying myself now. Okay, ESP gave some feedback because for 6 months, 8 months, she's been living in an Airbnb. And now for the past 3 days, she's been living full time in her van. So let's see what she got to say. She goes, I feel like I'm enjoying myself now. I feel like I feel like the feeling of freedom. I will definitely always take breaks. Then I'll get a home base eventually. But I will always keep a camper van parked at my place. That makes sense. That sounds like a good journey. Again, your journey will take years to fully develop. So it sounds like, ESP again is she's mainly in the exploration stage of life. There's three stages of life: survival, exploration, and building. Right now, ESP is really focused on exploring. And down the road, she will possibly build a home base and do some exploring on the side. And most people who have RVs, that's what they do. They have an RV parked in front of their house, and they barely ever use the RV, or RVs are parked in storage. Not too many people that have RVs full time in them. It's true. It's true. Uh, Wendy, I'm going back into my car June 1st. Okay. I feel good about it. Okay. Um, oh, hold on, Wendy. 4.99 super chat. Charles, working out emoji, Charles. I don't know if this hotel has a gym. I didn't ask yet. But I'll tell you right now, man, I'm working out on not working out as far as like for the nighttime. I'm just working on sitting my big ass on this recliner. Okay. Now I know the recliner is like the cat coffin, but I've been in my car for 4 years. I want to do a little sleeping. Thank you, Charles, for your love, support, And I appreciate you, brother. Keep pushing forward. Wendy, thank you for your graciousness. Let me go back to your comment. She goes, on June 1st, she's getting ready to go back in her car and she feels good about it. After a year break, I'm bored again. I laugh no, it's understandable. Look, it is true that being in a home, whether you rent or own, can become boring. Now, again, I think the key is figuring out where you want your home to be. Uh, I think that there are, if you're not living in the area you're inspired, that could be a reason for the boredom. Now, even when you're living in an area you're inspired, I still think you have to take periodic trips. Like for me, I'll still always take a periodic trip in the fall up north. Definitely as long as my mom's alive. Maybe beyond that. I don't know. So to ESP's point and to Wendy's point, it's like, you probably always have a need for adventure or exploration. But I don't think long periods of time exploring are sustainable. Now, again, I've been doing it for 4 years, and I think I'm at the point where, for me, I mean, I'm fighting to keep doing it. So it's, individual thing. And then she goes, man, I got to take my contacts out soon. You guys may see me. I put my reading glass. Well, not my reading glasses, my regular glasses, guys. I'm chilling. She goes. She's bored again now. I'm doing it to save money for real. I'm 2 loans away from being debt free. Well, that's exciting if you can get debt free, and I definitely say, if you're going to live in your car, obviously you want to get ahead because you're sacrificing. It is not easy. Um, and it becomes very discouraging if you live in your car and you don't get ahead, because then you say, why am I doing it? I'm just surviving. If you can live in your car and if you can pay down debt, it took me 3 years. Just last year, I got debt free. I started living in my car 4 years ago. Now, if I kept living in my apartment, would I have still been debt free? Yes, but it may have taken longer. Now, I lost money, risking some more money than I probably normally would. So you have to count for that too. So when you cut down your bills, there's 2 things your money can still go to. Number one is eating out, and definitely as a nomad, you got to very much watch that. And number 2 is risking more money than you should because you feel like you have more money coming in. So if you're trying to save money, you got to watch your budget as far as food, and you have to watch for taking too much risk in investments or gambling or whatever. And so that's a big piece of advice I would give a lot of people. So, Wendy, I'm praying for you. Keep me posted. I love and appreciate you, and thank you for everything that you shared. And I know you're probably nervous, scared, and excited about June, and it's all understandable. ESP, first night back in the van. I'll admit, she's talking about her first night back. Yeah, I'll admit I didn't sleep well. Second night, I was back in the mindset, back in that survival mode. Oh, yeah. ESP says, debt free, it sounds like a good plan, Wendy. Yeah, I agree. When I got debt free last year, the first thing I was thinking of doing was buying something else. Because, there's a void, like you buy a house, you want to put a piece of furniture in a room, even though you don't use it, because you want to fill a void. When you get out of debt, it's almost like you want to buy something else on payments because it's like an empty room. You want to put a piece of furniture. Now, after a year being debt free, I really don't want any debt. I really don't want to take another loan out. Um, I really don't. Um, uh, Wendy, I can't wait, ESP. Then I can long-term home base with no worries. Thanks, ESP. Thank you for sharing, Wendy. Um, and thank you again, Isabel. 2 gracious super chats in a row. Thank you, Isabel. Very nice of you. All right, guys and girls, I'm going to read the rest of the comments, but I'm going to take a bathroom break because I got a bathroom right here. And I'm going to take my contacts out and put my glasses on because I'm getting tired. It's 2 hours into this live feed. I got 109 people watching, 99 thumbs up. We get one more, we're at 100. and $99.98 on the super chat. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, there's 100, and there's one person who hated. You can keep hating. I don't care. You still watching? Why are you watching if you hating? Go ahead, you can click it. I just put the temperature control on 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, excuse the Vaseline. All right, let's go back to live comments. Let's take a hydration break. I know you're going to get reflection now on the glasses, but it's all right. Frankencat. It's technically my morning, Sam. I'm in Texas. Oh, you're in Texas? And I work the third shift. Okay. So I'm waking up when you usually go live. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Now I understand. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to you, Frankencat. Anthony, thank you again, brother. I appreciate that love and love back to you. My man Brandon, man, long-time viewer. And all I can tell you is thank you for staying with me. Shout out to all my truck drivers. Shout out to everyone on the road. Love to you, brother, and thank you. Thank you for staying with me. Charles, I appreciate all your encouragement. Again, keep pushing forward on your next step in life, whatever that may be. And don't be scared to commit. You know, when I was just taking a leak and taking off my contacts in the bathroom, I said, man, I should have got that condo. I kicked myself in the ass. I said, Sam, let it go. But I tell you right now, do I regret not getting that condo? Yeah, because I don't want to go back to the car. But I got to take it one day at a time. Tony, I was here about an hour ago. Is Sam still alive? Man, I'm so comfortable. I'd be going live for 5 hours if I had a home base. So yeah, I'm still going live because man, like, if I was in the car right now, if I was living in my car, I would just be getting out of the gym, just getting out of the shower. Then I'd have to go find a place to park. I mean, I'm just sitting in one spot, guys. I'm done with living in my car, man. I got to get I should have bought that condo, man. Frankencat, yes. Frankencat. He went to the litter box, and it's right here. I got running water, I got electricity. I'm done with living in my car. Yeah. Tony, this is a marathon. This is a real marathon, guys. It's very easy though. Like for me, going live in my car with no air conditioning, with no resources, that's intensity. Going live, my glasses on, I know you get reflection. You know, my bathroom's right there, the shower, no one's bothering me. This is a piece of cake. Now it may not, it's a piece of cake. Kathy, hey Sam, still seeing you go live. Yeah, Kathy, I'm pretty much comfy as a cat. Thank you, Kathy. Tony, I have never seen you so relaxed, Sam. I'm like Bob Ross. I'm painting happy birds and shit. This is a piece of cake, guys. I mean, I could talk about anything. It's a piece of cake. Frank kept leaving the house now to go to work, but I'm keeping a live feed going, so you might be going to work with me. Well, we're going to the third shift, guys. Working third shift tonight. Um, Kathy, Sam, I never remember you seeing wearing glasses before. Well, I wear contacts, but very rarely am I up late enough on a live feed, and I don't have my bathroom. I gotta go to the gym where I'm in my house and I'm taking off my contacts. I'm doing guys. This is the first time you guys are witnessing me living in a hotel. First time. Uh, where are we at? Tony. But yeah, I've been wearing glasses since I was young. I don't know, 12 years old. But I wear contacts 90% of the time, except at night. Tony, getting out of your car is going to really improve your quality of life. I should have got that condo, Tony. What a douche I am, man. But you got to learn from your mistakes. DC, 499 super chat. EFF, yeah, that adventure package, damn right. And tow trailers, I don't think, I'm towing nothing, man. And Class B, he says Class B for the burden. You may be right on that, man. Sam, you look peaceful and healing. Thank you. Thank you, DC. You may be 100% right, man. Maybe I wish I would have did this hotel last week. I would have bought that condo like this. See, I don't know, man. It's a weird way the universe works, or God. I mean, it's my own fault. I don't want to blame. But now that I'm in this comfort, I would have dealt with the couple issues that the home base had. And now it's too late. Now the home base under contract with someone else. I don't know, man. In one sense, I have no one else to blame but myself. But in the other sense, I feel like I get so close, and then for whatever reason, it doesn't happen. It's like, man, it's sad. Brandon, 499 super chat. Have to get up early, but you'll be in my prayers, Brandon. Love to you, brother. Appreciation to you. And thank you again for your long-time viewership, support, and positivity. I'll see you, brother. Have a peaceful night's sleep. Whether I see you on Disciplined Skater channel, aka Juicy Jeff, or I see you here again, thank you again, brother, for everything. I appreciate you. Be safe. All right, let's go back to live comments. ESP laughing. I'm enjoying this Sam Marathon. Well, I appreciate that, guys. Guys and girls, thank you. This I really feeling this myself. DC, thank you again, DC. Thank you. Tony, there will be other condos. Tony, man, thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Tony, your positive words, man. Very uplifting, man. Thank you for sharing everything you share with me, Tony. Very uplifting, man. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, man. Blessed Aki, 199 super chat. Blessed Aki, man. You've been in here since the beginning of the live feed, man. Thank you, Blessed Aki, for that second super chat, man. Gracious. Thank you, Blessed. May you be blessed also, man. Brandon, thank you also again, man. Kathy, great to see you in such a good mood tonight, Kathy. Thank you. Kathy, like I say, you don't ask for much, and you're always in here. Thank you, Kathy. Wendy, good night, Sam. Good night to you. Up at 5 a.m. for work, yes. Sweet dreams. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Wendy, again for joining. I'll be praying for you on your June 1st venture. Yes, let's all get some rest. I believe the live feed went long enough, and I shared everything I needed to share. And I'm getting a lot of closure. In these next 6 days, I consider these 6 days of rest and reflection. Let me take my glasses off so you don't get it reflect. These next 6 days, even this first day, guys, this first day is it's like I'm seeing a whole new thing. Like my man Timothy said, I'm seeing the vision. Now the vision is 100% clear because I still got some obstacles ahead. But whatever your situation is we have to take it one step at a time. And life is a series of steps. And if we fall, we get back up. And I want to thank you guys for being with me for these past 4 years when I've been broadcasting live from all-night gas stations. And now for the first time in 4 years, I'm broadcasting live from a 4-star hotel. And what I could tell you is, guys, once you in this much comfort, it's hard to go back. Timothy, there you are. A better home and a deal is right around the corner. Damn it, Timothy, I needed to hear that, man. Thank you, man. Smith and West, I like that name, man. Like Smith and Wesson, they were a good group. And the Heat, Smith and West. What do you say about those who watch you for encouragement to keep living in your car? It's a good question. Or start and hit the road. What I would tell them is that you have to be true to your journey. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I would watch other people, but they would only be a cherry on the top of my sundae. I was my own encouragement. I had my own dreams, my own passion burning deep. It's like, what do you tell someone who doesn't compliment you on how you look? You can't look to them for encouragement on your self-confidence. Now, when someone gives you a compliment, it's always a blessing. But if you need their compliment to encourage you to live your life, you're always going to be controlled and hurt by others. So I would tell anyone that wants to or has to live in their car, you have to learn to encourage yourself. And if you can get encouragement from other people along the way, it's a cherry on the top. But you have to be your own sundae. And that is through self-care, and self-care. And that would be the best way I can answer that. That's a great question, and thank you for that tip. Frank and Cat, shouldn't second guess yourself now. Thank you, but I am a little bit. But thank you all for those positive words. I believe things work out for a reason. I believe that. But I also believe, that I made some bad decisions too. But you're right, and I thank you. Shane, 199 super sticker vibes emoji. Hey guys, I'm trying to send out honest vibes. I'm always honest with you guys, whether I'm sad, happy, angry, inspired, or depressed. I share all those sides. Here's the other thing. Like my man Smith and West asked me a great question. If I don't share with you how I honestly feel about trying to transition out of car life, then I am lying to you to entertain you to get just your viewership. Because I know, there'll be some people I lose if I stop living out of my car. But I would never live in my car just for a gimmick to get more people. Again, this is my creative side hustle. And when you have creativity, if you can't be yourself, it's just a job and it has nothing really authentically genuine to it. And that's, I'll work regular jobs, it don't matter to me. But you always have to be willing to adapt. Now, again, 6 days from now, I'm right back to living in a car. But like I've been looking, and like when I made my first video 4 years ago, my objective was to move to Florida, cut my living expenses in half, and find where I'm inspired to live. There's 3 parts of life: survival, exploration, and building. If you're surviving, you need to look at your circumstance. You need to bring your income up, and you need to cut your expenses. And you need to do that consistently so that you can get ahead. Keep working. Don't stop working. If you're exploring, You need to go through that season. You need to travel to the mountain of Vermont. I did that. You need to travel all the way down to South Beach and everywhere in between. I did that. When you're ready to build, now you're narrowing your focus to where you're going to reposition your life. I'm looking to do that, but that's not easy. But you have to be honest with each season. Guys, I lost a relationship with my father because I was in reinventing mode. I was selling my house, going to live in my car in New Jersey in the winter. It's like, what do you tell your friends and your family when you're looking for them for encouragement because you're going to voluntarily become homeless? I wasn't. See, here's the answer. I wasn't looking to them for encouragement. I wasn't looking for them for approval. If I wasn't determined to live in a brutal 2 winters in New Jersey in my car, no one else could encourage me. Not Bob Wells. One guy I watched, Rusty, who was camping out of his car. He wasn't even living out of his car. He was just camping. And as soon as I had sold my house, I started living in my car. Almost that same week, he had stopped camping in his car, bought a travel trailer, and just stopped car camping. So I was like, oh my God, as soon as he encouraged me, but he didn't make me do it. I decided to do it. And so now I had to go back to saying, look, Sam, you're an adult. You have to be accountable for your own encouragement and for your own course. And there's even a scripture in the Bible that says, I believe it was King David, that he had got so low where all the people had got upset with him because he did some bad things and no one was encouraging him. And he said in that moment of his lowest point, he had to learn to encourage himself. And you have to learn to do that. Whether you're going through a divorce, whether you're going through a hardship. Now, it's not easy. I curse God. I get upset. So I don't want to sit here and preach to you, but I'm saying some things that I feel as well, that I try to remember in my moments of desperation. Because in my moments of desperation, guys, I use every resource I have. And one of those resources is faith. I use practicality, I use science, I use emotion, and I use faith. Sometimes, again, I curse God, I question faith. I'm like whatever it was, Phil Collins, or I'm losing my religion. But as much as I can, I use faith because it's a resource. The worst case scenario is I'm praying to nothing, nothing happens. But if nothing exists anyway, then nothing's going to happen anyway. So it's like, to me, fuck it. Might as well ask for forgiveness. Might as well ask for help. Might as well try to use the scriptures to make me a better person. What's the worst case? It's all a scam. Everything's a scam. Home ownership a scam. Relationship, everything's fucking scam, guys. Now, look, I gave 10%. I don't give 10% anymore. So, look, this is all part of the journey, man. David, man. David, great to see you, brother. Thank you for your love, David. Hey, Sam, you're up late, man. I'm living in a hotel, man. I am so comfortable. David, thank you for your love. I know you're going through your own journey right now, and I pray for you daily. I think about you daily, and I want to thank you for everything. Love to you, David. Frank and Kat. Have yourself a wonderful night. I plan to, and thank you. You too. Have a great night at the night shift job, and a good night to everyone else. Thank you. Kathy, 199. That's like a cute cat smiling. That's like me. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy, very much. And thank you, Shane. I know I recognize that already. Thank you. Shout out to Chicago. I hope it warms up soon. Thank you for watching always and your love. Thank you, Kathy. Hal, can you believe I'm still going? I got to be careful. Hal, 15 minutes till 11 o'clock. It's quiet hours. Hal, thank you for all the pro tips on the hotel living. So proud of you, brother, with your new apartment. Thank you. All right, guys and girls. 2 hours and change. And thank you for everyone who shared any positive. Thank you for everyone. Just thank you, period. And hopefully these videos help you in some way. And thank you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Thank you. Hal says JetBlue just sent me an email saying they want to go on with the next virtual interview. I'll pray for you. Sam, shit is getting real. Well, you're in your next season, brother. You're going to build a reinvented life. You got your new apartment. You're going to get a new job. Things are opening up. Like I said, how, a year from now, man, you ain't going to have time for my live feeds. Now, will I be sad? Hell yeah. But will I be happy for you? Hell yeah. Because I know you're a star, man. So, like I always tell you guys and girls, man, I don't want to control no one. One of the sad parts about life is, we're only connected for a season. Now, we all hope it's for a long season, but, and I remember my pastor sharing this, because I know he would get sad that they would train people and eventually those people would leave. But that's the whole reason you train people, because that's the whole reason you're a parent. You're a parent, so as long as your child has the physical and mental ability that they can go live their own life. But there's a dynamic where it's still hurtful that they're no longer a big part of your life. But that is part of life. And that's why, like ESP was saying earlier, we got to enjoy each day. We got to enjoy each day. I agree with that. ESP says, sweet dreams to you too. Thank you, ESP. I'm going to sleep like a baby. Hal says, $24 an hour. That sounds great to me. Keep praying. I will pray for you, brother. I will. Hal, you're the man, Sam. You are too. I thank you for the spark. I thank you for the love. And I thank you for being you. All right, guys and girls. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Thank you.